Sound like DMX. Yeah.
I had a situation where my homeboy called Abe by the girl that grew up in the hood with me. And I wrote a poem about her. I was mad at her. But see, I realized a lot of people catch AIDS and for whatever happened, whatever reason, whether your parents had it and got passed on. So I try to put myself in a situation where I can understand that. So that's what it's from. A young ISIS, a deity in the flesh, got me left with thoughts of caressing your mental walls. See, some men are left appalled by your physical stature, your caramel complexion, creamier than any Snicker I ever tasted. And the visual is enticing like ice cream on a summer day. Hair sways like waves, bodies molded from the clay of the queens of our past from back in the day. And your rhetoric's intelligent, eyes heaven sent, worthy of worship. But all those things are just characteristics of your surface seen by any person who passes you in the park or the supermarket on a day-to-day basis. And rude and prosaic statements like, damn, baby. Permeates from the orifices of shallow faces and you take it straight up, like shots with no chasers and it's ate up. Cause some of the men you would take up on their offers, like the police officers, the doctors, and the scholars. But you turn them all down to eliminate problems. Cause it'll take a masochistic mortar to jump in your waters, or a real man who is really in love with you and is willing to be a father to your daughter to the E&D. Cause see, you got HIV, but all these niggas see is that your ass is BET, and it hurts when you think you found that person and you expose your hand and it runs them away. So by yourself you say, exposing the real you to a select few along the way. Steady miles, wherever your facade, camouflage in your face.
Quit laughing at me, goddamn. Hey, y'all just start clapping because we didn't have some hot boys, y'all. Let's give it up for that. Let's give it up for that. And you don't get nothing else to drink. And I'm gonna go get you a drink. Yeah. You had one. Well, how many you had before you got here, though? That's what counts. Here. All right. What was I gonna tell y'all? I had something to say.
Facebook, man. I got some shots. Now I'll put them on up for you.
Yeah, I know. I just did this to y'all right here. All right, y'all. Next up, y'all start clapping. J Love, where you at, boy? Let's go. Beautiful.
All I can say
who's really the nigga? Who's really the nigga? Can't get shit but a figure of a figure, but vigorous figures can figure out his fixation when his figure starts deteriorating. Who's really the nigga? No one told baby girl that when she had her baby girl, she's no longer a baby girl, just a baby girl in a dangerous world full of predators and piranhas. Who try to touch every girl in the world with arms like Dow Cinnamon, heavy hearts get smacked down in heavy volume like E Honda. She ran into a street fight and then you wonder why she believes no light exists beyond the darkness of her own shadow. See, nobody taught baby girl how to be shallow, content with the content in her conscience, consequently coexisting at ignorance with that nonsense. She invited that drama with no quarrels, low morals, and open florals, and found out there's more Osamas than Obamas. I said there's more Osamas than Obamas. So baby girl, teach her baby girl how to be more than just a baby mama. Who's really the nigga? I don't care what your annual income is. We all broke, nigga. I don't care what illusion of confusion you in hell. It's all hell through that you frown your nose down upon me, Mrs. White Lady. I frown my nose down upon you all because you breed ignorance in them white babies. You realize the mature mind is too hard working, and it's no hard working and instilling that ignorance in them lazy minds who know not what the worth is, making their own minds worthless. Hands up or hand down, trying to mimic what that work did, reading them happily ever after. See, love is blind, but only for your own kind, and that's the teacher teaching the student, and the student learning well, teaching teachers how to teach it. Now you wondering who the worst is. Preaching black and white is inhumane when you beat, raped, and impregnated our women. Now ain't that inhumane? So don't you frown your nose down upon me, Mr. White Man, and don't you frown your nose down upon me, Mrs. White Lady. I frown my nose down upon